What's up, guys? We got kicked out of AMC Town Square, and I'm here with Chasing Cinema.
JamesShoe.com. We got kicked out for talking too much about the Wachowskis. Warner Brothers heard about it, and they sent over their peeps, and we got kicked out.
I'm disgusted. You know, we've been here. I've been doing this with you for like 6 years, and we're out here like peasants.
It's okay. I don't mind.
It is okay because we're here for the premiere of SpongeBob.
Sponge out of water.
Sponge out of water.
So, SpongeBob. We know. I don't know. Did we talk about it on video or no?
Nothing.
Okay, so really quick, what's your experience of SpongeBob?
100% nothing. I literally know nothing about SpongeBob. I know it's Nickelodeon.
Yes.
I know it's Nickelodeon, and I know it's a successful TV show, but I literally know nothing about SpongeBob.
But do you know how successful?
How successful the show is? I know I know it's huge. I know
like,
it's a huge thing.
Like, it's not even a show. It's more of like there was, you know, the show debuted in 1999, but like 2000s, this show became a phenomenon. Like, to me, like I always knew it was popular, but the more I researched it, you know, this film is on Time's list of the 100 all-time greatest shows of all time. That's powerful to say, you know. He's one of the most popular cartoon characters, one of the most recognizable figures, you know, for kids and cartoons in general. You haven't seen the show, but you'd be able to identify the characters, I'm sure. But I was never an avid watcher, you know. It was kind of growing out of that not cartoon phase, but I was watching other things, and I was starting to get into movies, so I wasn't really watching much Nickelodeon or cartoons, but I always caught the occasional episode. However, my beautiful girlfriend taught me about SpongeBob because I wouldn't say she's an obsessed fan, because like I know people who literally are just all about SpongeBob still, but she appreciates beginning of SpongeBob because in 2004 they made a SpongeBob movie, and prior to that the seasons were all successful. Everyone thought the show was brilliant and creative, but the creator of the show left after that movie, and everyone's kind of noticed that there was a huge decline in ratings ever since. Up to this point now, the ratings ever done. This movie was, you know, it's a sequel basically. What, 11? No, not 11 years. Yeah, 11 years in the making. So, I mean, that really says something. And this movie almost didn't get made. So, the movie has a lot of writing on it. I mean, I think it's really cool that it seems like they're going in the direction of CGI and being not only 2D animated characters. I never saw the first film. I watched it the other day, and I thought it was just a really long episode. I thought that it had some good moments, but nothing too special. And I was really kind of noticing that the decline that everyone talks about. But overall, everyone knows I am a fan of animation. I love a very creative and fun story, so I'm pretty much looking forward to this.
All right, how long is the film?
It's about an hour and 40 minutes.
All right, I know that this one mixes in with real life.
Yes.
Let's see if you're let down.
All right.
Alright, so we just got out of SpongeBob, Sponge Out of Water.
Yes.
Chasing Cinema, I didn't see it.
Okay, you didn't see it. Biggest mistake of your life was going to see the Jupiter Ascending when you should have been in the theater laughing hysterically like I was. You know, in the theme song, SpongeBob tells you what it is. It's nautical nonsense. Like, it openly admits that the show is silly and it's nonsense. And if you get over that point, you're gonna have fun in this movie. Granted, it is not this movie trying to be a Disney Pixar film or this wonderful touching emotion. It's not that. It just wants to be goofy, creative, and have a lot of fun. To break it down, I really love the fact that this movie, you know, it's been advertised to us like it's gonna be a majority CGI. You know, they're out of the water, they're interacting with live action. That's only 1/3 of the movie. So the first 2/3, they are regular animated 2D characters. But it's so much fun. And, you know, I just felt like the original creator came back to make this movie, and you could tell that there's some power to that because it just is. I laughed with the kids, I was smiling. I really love the fact that this movie just felt like a huge homage to films in general. There were so many movie references, especially from 80 films. You know, the Krabby Patty recipe goes missing. You know what the Krabby Patty is, I'm assuming. No, it's the burger that like makes Bikini Bottom. No, okay, I'm talking forward now. So anyway, the Krabby Patty recipe goes missing, right? And the Bikini Bottom, which these characters live, turns into this post-apocalyptic.
You know what a Bikini Bottom is?
I know that. A Bikini Bottom is the town that the characters live under the sea. But anyway, it turns into this Mad Max 2 like apocalyptic world, yeah, where there's just leather and mohawks, and everyone's freaking out because the burger that keeps the world round is disappeared. There's also a Shining reference with these two popsicles that want to be played. I mean, absolutely just creatively fun, goofy type things. I really love that they played on the superhero phenomenon going on right now. Like Mr. Krabs has the ability, like Iron Man, where he could shoot an arm out and and things like that. And it just had a lot of fun. And another thing I really liked is that they had a wonderful character arc. And movies always have arcs with characters. Characters are always going to change, but there's a nice little great message in it. It's not, like I said, like a Disney Pixar type message, but it's just about the villain and the hero going through teamwork. And in the beginning of the movie, the villain can't even pronounce the word team, which is funny. And then throughout the whole film, he kind of tries to pronounce it, and at the end, voila. It's nonsense humor. I thought they were really creative. I mean, these characters go into a different dimension. They go into space. I mean, it's just all over the place fun. But that's all I can really say.
So the first 2/3 is that 2D cartoon, or it's 2D computer?
It is classic animation, just like the cartoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
you don't even see any of that in the trailer.
No, and I think that's one of the best things the movie has going for it, because it kind of, I feel like when they are in live action, it's cool, it's fun, but I think that it would have kind of lost its steam quickly. I think that it used its time efficiently. I would say, and not even a strong criticism, but they could have probably cut out 15 minutes. The movie probably didn't need to be more than 1 hour and 30, but I wasn't complaining because of how much fun I was having. I'm sure there's plenty more I could talk about, but like I said, the overall feeling is I smiled walking out of the theater. I was laughing. There was an incredible Disney rap, or not Disney, dolphin rap, I'm sorry, in the middle of this music. You know who Nerd is? N-E-R-D? They're really, really popular artists.
Yeah, N-E-R-D, yes.
Yeah, they did most of the music for this movie.
Frill.
Yeah, so they do most of the music for these, and they're making up characters. It's just a lot of fun.
It's funny because one of my favorite websites, JoeBlow.com.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe Blow gave Jupiter Ascending a 3 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
That made sense. And then they gave SpongeBob 8 out of 10.
I think, as of right now, I think the movie's standing at like a 70%. I think Jupiter's at like a 30, and Seven Sons at like a 4. So, but
is it really at a 4?
It's like a 4. But The Loft is at like a 3 or 4 too.
And I enjoyed Loft. I really did. I enjoyed Loft.
I want to see it to see if you were crazy or not.
I enjoyed Loft.
Hey, there's movies that I love that people just absolutely hate. So, it might just be one of those situations.
You know why though? Because, no, seriously, a lot of people watch film to be great. I didn't go into Loft saying this is gonna be great. This was fun. It was fun for me.
I guess because, here's another thing too, is their expectations, A person, the average person goes to a movie, like we were talking earlier, about 3 to 5 times a year. So in those 3 to 5 times, they all better be well, or they're not going to come back. Me and you see so many films, we know that not every single film's going to be great, so our expectations are a little bit more jaded, and we could find something a little bit enjoyable and still be like, okay with it, where we're not, it's the movies where we're seeing films that are offensively bad. So I think our Mordecai, and Jupiter Ascending, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
was awesome. Megan Fox is hot.
But like I said, it's hard to kind of really describe how much fun you could have in SpongeBob unless you see it. I highly recommend it. If the show continues on the path that they go on in this film, the show will immediately, I can promise you, become a hit again.
We'll be like Simpsons.
It would just be awesome.
Continue and won't die.
Well, Simpsons, people are kind of over the Simpsons now, aren't they?
I mean, we could say that, but they've been going on for 25 years.
That's incredible. Like, incredible.
So, I mean, I haven't watched it since probably season 10. But to say that it's dead that's not true. It's still going on, 25 years strong.
It's one of the longest episodic television shows of all time.
The longest now.
Well, that's not true. But
what is?
Actually, WB Raw is the longest episodic television show in the history of television.
Do they consider that? Because how come every time you hear
because it's episodic. Like, because each episode is another episode. Like, it is a reoccurring storyline and things like that. Then before that was Gunsmoke, an older Western show. And then I want to say it's The Simpsons in 3rd or 4th.
What's
blowing your mind, ain't I?
That is, Jesus. That's 25 years plus.
Yeah.
For SpongeBob, do you need to know anything about SpongeBob?
I don't think you do. But I also understand that here's what's funny, because you've asked me many times, like, why am I so tough? I'm really easy to get over on. Like, I could accept kids' humor and just roll with it. If it's not like toilet humor, I'm not a big fan of super like lowbrow, unless it's delivered very well. But I can see some parents not being able to handle this as much as they would at like a Disney Pixar movie, or enjoy it as much because it is so silly and offbeat. But
yeah, but depending on who you ask, most people agree that Disney Pixar films are made for adults.
Yeah, that's true. And
so you can't even say that, like.
Well, what I'm saying though is that's a film that your whole family can watch, and
yes.
But I could see like
this is for kids.
Like if I would have took my dad to this movie,
he would have
killed himself. He would have just not been able to handle it because he's just more of a serious person. But where like I could flow with it. Like Samantha, big fan of SpongeBob, she really enjoyed it, but she didn't love it as much as I was because I think I'm just easier to flow with the punches, and I just thought it was creative. And you know what? For people who say movies aren't original, go watch that movie and tell me that wasn't original, out there, and offbeat and fun. I'm not much,
Jupiter Ascending was pretty original.
Jupiter Ascending was kind of original. Wasn't it like, was it really original? Like, I don't know. It's just different movies thrown together. It's, a Big Fat Greek Wedding, only they're Russian. It's X-Men, and it's a little bit of Ender's Game.
Ender's Game for sure. Anywho, chasecinema.com/
the SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water.
And that's written by
myself.
So you can get the full review to see what he really liked about the film when it's written down fresh in his head.
Yes.
And all that good.
I promise I don't say fun as many times as I did right now.
Facebook, Twitter, like and follow.
Yeah, of course.
In 7 days, it's Valentine's weekend.
Yes, it'll be a very hot weekend.
It'll be. I'm very excited. We have 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
They made it very important to tell us during the Super Bowl, over 250 million YouTube views or something, and then 500 million. I don't know. That's not true. 20 million books sold. An insane amount of books sold. So 50 Shades of Grey. They just announced 20 minutes of the movie. Sex. 1/5 of the film, and then for the guys that are single or the girls that don't care about that movie, or the guys that don't care about the movie, we got Kingsman,
yes,
Secret Service, which I think has done a phenomenal job in marketing, and I can't wait to see the girl that has the blade feet.
Yep,
that looks awesome.
I think the movie looks fun. Hopefully, it's a good time. 50 Shades. It's gonna be crazy.
Little sex romp.
It's gonna be kind of awkward, There's gonna be a lot of moms in the theater, and that's always tough for everybody.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
So, we'll be here. Still Alice will be finally released in Vegas, which earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress.
A lot of people say she's gonna win.
Which she is a front runner.
A lot of people say that
for this movie. So, for my Academy fans, go check that out.
If it's
finally
not her,
releasing in Vegas. Honestly, without trying to be too spoiler, because we do
Gone Girl
release it. No, I actually would say Felicity Jones from Theory of Everything, which you've not seen yet.
I have not.
Gotta get on it.
No, it's gone. I missed.
No, but it comes out on DVD this month.
Oh, okay.
Like I want to say it comes out the 10th.
Okay, I probably have it already.
Okay.
I think I have it now.
You order on Amazon now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, chasecinema.com, by the way, is the film lovers website.
Yes.
And if you haven't been to chasecinema.com, what are you waiting for?
Go watch our video review of Jupiter Ascending and join us next week for 50 Shades of Grey in Kingsman.
I love it. Film lovers website.